We are here today for the fourth committee hearing examining the budgetary perils associated with climate change. Today we focus on the danger to the National Flood Insurance Program and private insurers, and on the impact that climate-related natural disasters will have on insurance markets. As we've heard already in earlier hearings, and we'll hear again today, climate disruptions upset insurance markets. And that in turn upsets mortgage and housing markets. Let's not pretend that global climate disruption won't create economic shocks. Warnings abound of what rising seas, droughts, floods, and wildfires will do to American families and businesses and to our economy. This is the point. If you're serious about debt and deficits, you have to be serious about climate change. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the scientists charged with synthesizing the latest science on climate change, a group cited favorably by previous Republican witnesses, released its latest report Monday, warning of severe risks to agriculture, infrastructure, public health, and coastal and flood-prone communities. The report states, climate change is a threat to human well-being and planetary health. There is a rapidly closing window of opportunity to secure a livable and sustainable future for all. The choices and actions implemented in this decade will have impacts now and for thousands of years. That's a pretty clear warning. Impacts for thousands of years. For our children's 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 children, and on into the future. Certain financial instruments, such as insurance contracts and mortgages, I repeat, insurance contracts and mortgages, that directly or indirectly price weather-related risks are highly exposed to climate change. Rapid changes in asset prices or reassessments of the risks in response to a shifting climate could produce volatility and cascading instability in financial markets. Property insurance against catastrophic natural hazards is at the forefront of climate change risk exposure and is already showing signs of strain. These latest reports echo statements made by the Treasury Secretary earlier this month. She declared, climate change will likely become a source of shocks to the financial system in the coming years. As climate change intensifies, natural disasters and warming temperatures can lead to declines in asset values that could cascade through the financial system. In response to rising insured losses, some insurers are raising rates or even pulling back from high-risk areas. This has potentially devastating consequences for homeowners and their property values. I know there are powerful interests that don't want these hearings to happen, that want to change the subject, that want everyone to ignore the warnings from scientists, from economists, from financial institutions, from government. Those powerful polluter interests want us to listen instead to their noise and nonsense. The denial, the delay, the obstruction, the obfuscation that for far too long has halted a bipartisan defense against the climate threat. It's getting to be time to choose. What we do here now will not just have impacts for thousands of years, it will be remembered for thousands of years. We might do well to consider how we would like to be remembered, because that moment of choice is upon us.